entertained. We out here getting it. Big houses, big Benzes. Get your money up.
Check it up, son. Check it out now. Kids that grew up with your mom and grandma like I did, bro. You know what, man? Like, as you watch them struggle trying to take care of you, you see them work multiple jobs, especially if you're a son or daughter of a immigrant. You see them come to a whole different country trying to reestablish a way of life. They're busting their ass. They're working multiple jobs. A lot of times, it's at the sacrifice of spending time with you. And when you're young, you probably can't understand it. And when you see how much or how hard they work, when you do start to have success, you want to give back to them for all the time they sacrifice for you. Now, XXXTentacion, his life was really plagued with him not really understanding that when he was younger, that when his mom was in and out, that honestly she was an immigrant who basically was trying to make a way for him. And as he grew up, he started to understand a little bit more, but it didn't stop from him rebelling. However, when he did understand, he realized that the riches that came onto him through his success through music, he should repay back to the people who took care of him when he couldn't take care of himself. His grandma, his uncles, aunts, and of course, his mom. And I remember speaking with him when he just bought his house. He bought a very expensive house that was huge. He was building out a studio in it. But one of the things he told me, he said, listen, this is for me. But trust me, I'm buying houses for my mom and others as well. Now, according to what TMZ is reporting, real estate records show that X purchased 4 homes in South Florida between April and June. That's basically in the span of 3 months for his relatives, mom, grandma, uncles, and aunts, because he did not only want to share his blessings with himself, he wanted to make sure his family was taken care of as well. He was one of the people who definitely did not brag and boast about expensive clothing, and he only had like 1 chain, and yeah, he didn't really spend too much. He had 1 car. I mean, he wasn't the guy who was getting 1 million cars, 1 million chains, trying to flash his wealth or flaunt his wealth. Especially, he had a real connection to the fans that supported him, so he could never do that. He always said that. But for the people who helped raise him, he tried to give back. So, again, this is another thing that made the story even so much tragic, because X was a guy trying to give back. And, I mean, I'm glad he did buy houses for his grandma and his mom and all of that, because as you see the tragic end of his life, you could see that the message he was spreading in giving back and charitable efforts, even though giving to your family isn't really charity, whatever, it's just really loving and giving back to your family, you could tell it was sincere. You could tell it was sincere. So, again, it just adds some more context to the type of person he grew and evolved to be, and the person he was when he lost his life at 20 years of age. Get in the comments, make sure you guys like them, subscribe to Academics. I'm